Howdy folks, welcome to another Age of the Ring cast. We're doing another team game, 3 versus 3. We're on Ithiliant is the map. So we've got a few inns in the top and bottom. And then we've got the signal fires in the middle lane on the left and the right. And then each team is on 3 players on the left, 3 players on the right. Starting with the top right, we've got Gondor being played by Guthwine. We've got Misty being played by Desespera. And we've got Yagua being played by Woodland Realm. Please correct me if that's not how you say that, my friend from the internet. On the left, in the bottom left, we have Silos. So Woodland Realm versus Lorien in the bottom lane. So Elf on Elf violence incoming. We have Rohan in the middle being played by Havoc. And we have in the top left Chill Guide Patch playing as Mordor. So, Mordor versus Gondor, Elf on Elf violence, and then Rohan versus Misty. So we've got a lot of possible things to enjoy here. Mordor going with the Easterling start, not a bad idea in team games. You want the upgraded archers with upgraded arrows. Stable start for Rohan, plus the archery range, so that's not a terrible idea either. Garrison for Lorien, pretty typical and standard stuff for them. Looks like Sylvans for Woodland Realm. I'm going to assume there's a Beorning Lodge somewhere, or either is one or one's about to be built. And the Faraday are farming the wargs for some creep money, getting that free 18 bucks per warg head. And maybe we'll try to use it to snipe these swords. Let's check out if there's some good micro here. But actually, Lorien running in with swords against a warglare. So maybe they're a newer player? I don't know. I don't know who Silas is. But yeah, if you had done that when the wargs were not already dead, you'd be in trouble. The Faraday can run in to get the creep money. Could try to snipe. Oh, and the wargs do come back out. Oh my god, no. Oh, that's bad for Silos. And it looks like Guthwine does get this creep money up here. And we did have an orc stronghold also come. Oh no, don't get mugged. Whew. You hate to see a mugging. But Woodland Realm does take the money from the warglare. Jeez, that's got to stay. Level 2 Sylvan Garrison also is now on the field. Do we have a Beorning Lodge? I do not see one. But a well in the middle. So maybe Galleon incoming? If not Tariel. And we do have the trackers for the tier 1. Boy, that's quite a 2D art pick, isn't it? Anywho, and in the middle lane, we've got some yeomans and some horsemen of the mark trying to fend off Misty. When I play Rohan, I try very hard to upgrade either the range or the stables as soon as humanly possible. Horsemen of the mark don't really do a lot of crush. So I don't find them to be that useful except for eco-harass. Maybe if my opponent was spam archers, but you're just better off, I think, getting Rohirrim. One thing I would love to see is somebody PvP with a 2-stable build where they're pumping out like Rohirrim warriors and Snowborn, and maybe having Halfyrians with a couple pikes. But you don't see that. You mostly see one stable in PvP context. Just a lot of investment for no extra new tech. And archers should be focusing the pikes here, but they're level 3, and these yeoman archers are going to have trouble. Mountain Orc start was not a bad choice against Rohan. Each player more or less sticking to their lane at the moment. And Rumil, yep, I got it right without even looking. You saw it. I started saying Rumil, and then I moused over to see who it really was. Yes, Rumil is on the retreat against the Sylvan Spam. And we're already seeing some Sylvan Elf versus Sylvan Elf violence.
Back to safety.
I read that Rumil means like learned, and it's like a Quenya name, which doesn't make sense. And because why would a Sylvan Elf have that name? And I think there was like a Tolkien note or something that says Galadriel gave it herself. I have no clue why that would be. What the fork? What? What? Oh my god. So not only is the insults of the level 3 March Wardens. Good, look at him just tanking all that. Jeez. So we have level 3 March Wardens. Level 3 Garrison to get March Wardens, so we rushed March Wardens. Not a terrible idea for team games, frankly, but it still stings if you're going against it. And Orphan is on the... Orpher, that would be quite a wild turn of events. Thranduil, I'm your father. Fight for the baddies. Well, 13 a pop. Almost as much as the whole ward. Now, but they're getting outgunned here. There's just too many... The Faradir sniping them is doing them in. Interesting. It doesn't do splash, so I think that was kind of a waste. It's an autocast? Oh no. You don't want to autocast that. And here we go, Sentinels of Karen Amaroth, but Tariel's on the field, but she's going to get deleted if she goes in too deep. Oh, that was a mistake. Probably should have pulled that one back to get level 1. I want sticking with the Elf on Elf violence. Too entertaining, but what the hell is this cursed build? Yeah, well, makes sense, I guess, to bump up unit production, and this one doesn't suffer from the eco loss. Where is your Rohirrim warriors? Where are they? Where are your Rohirrim warriors, I should say? Nothing really tech-wise for Rohan, unless this is teched up. Oh, we got Helmingus. Okay, or not Helmingus, Westfolders. I don't know. I haven't actually tested the one-on-one interaction with Mountain Orc Slashers. I imagine they'd trade pretty well. Rohan, though, dominating their lane. Let's check the Gondor lane. We have a Nazgul putting Gondor on the back foot, it looks like. Statue to Elendil over here. And Minas Tirith soldiers over here. Pretty cool. Uh-oh, but they're getting mowed down. Ooh, that was bad. That was not good for Guthwina. Ooh. Taking some flank damage and trample. Nazgul is leveling up. They are going to be immune to the Screech by the statue. So Mordor does need to be careful to kill the statue first before doing the Screech. Oh, that's... Patch does save his Nazgul running through the other lane. And those Minas Tirith swords, Minas Tirith knights, ran right past that Nazgul. Playing a dangerous game, leaving it so close to the front line. Oh, Barricade's the choice. I do like that ability. The armor buff for those. Ooh, but Ithilian wood coming in. And these don't have fire arrows, so no fire arrows from the forge quite yet. Mordor has 3,500 in the bank. Probably would be worth getting fire arrows just to upgrade this. I mean, I think that'd be worth it, because you want the fire arrows anyway. But I'm pretty sure we're saving up for Witch King, so... What the hell's going on here? We got a little bit of Lorien, plus a lot of Rohan. Ooh, and Snow Trolls. But I don't know that they'll do that well against... I mean, they'll probably chew up the Westfolders, but you've got to micro them out of there, and Elfhelm is on their tail. On his sword, not on his bow, though. That's a problem. Dismounting under the fort, not a good idea. Yep, he's getting deleted. See ya. Jeez. Wolf Riders. Oh, and Golfenbull! Hell yeah. That's the right hero choice. God, look at that cool 2D art they made now. He got the Chief of Mount Graham got a glam up for sure. And Woodland Realm pushing with some Siege and Greenwoods. Okay, now these archers, let's see how they do. Yeah, they're doing pretty well against March Wardens. The Greenwood elite units are some of the best units some of the best elite units in the game. So yeah, they will actually go toe-to-toe with March Wardens and trade pretty well. This fort, though, is going down in a few seconds if nothing is done. Yikes. Does Lorien have a rebuild ready to go? They do have Statue of Nimrodel. Do they know it was destroyed? Yeah, I think it was destroyed. Yikes. I mean, I'd just put the siege on it and let the siege die if they have to. Holy crap. What? Early March Wardens, and you lost your lane. Good lord. And now, of course, they got to pull off of Desespera. But I think they kind of have to finish him off, or else they're screwed. Still no tech. So, I mean, the Greenwoods are going to delete Rohan, too. This is just going to be a sweep. There's no way. I mean, how do they stop this? They're just going to tank with the siege. There goes that barracks. The stables is down. Rohan's rushing back, but fat lot of good these Halfarians are going to do against this. Elfhelm's dead. I have no clue where Erkenbrand is. We got Horsemen of the Mark for all the good they'll do too. That's a shame because I mean Rohan was making a good push. They were in it pretty deep. Elfhelm must be in here somewhere. Where are you, Elfhelm? Not Elfhelm. Erkenbrand. Boy, it's late. Where is that old man? There. Oh, I'm fucking A. You saw that too, right? I had my mouse on him the whole goddamn time. Goblin King is on the field. Looks like all the unit production is gone for Misty, pretty much. Except for this. No reason to queue up 3 of them, though. Yeah, wow. Not a bad idea to pivot, considering that Rohan just lost their stables. But Mordor does come in to save Rohan. As jarring as that may be vibe-wise. Patch does save Rohan's barracks and fort. Halfarians showing their ninja abilities, dodging the siege. And there's Thranduil, running at people Naruto style with his 2 blades out, ready to go. Which unit model did we get? He has a lot of different unit models. Looks like the King of Summer? I'm not sure which one it is, but it's green. Looks cool. Will Rohan's fort fall here? There are 3. Rebuild does come in for Rohan. That's the only one they've got. See, I'm not sure they'll take out this front line here. They did actually win the day. I guess they're going to get Thranduil too, perhaps, unless he mounts up and runs away, but looks like he's a little late for that. The Morgul Legions. Very cool unit. And the speed buff from the Rohirrim Scout. That's cool. I like that a lot. Is it going to be enough to catch Thranduil? Does not look like it, and that Scout doesn't do damage on its own. That's a bummer. Guthwina now pushing back as Gondor. Killing Shelob. Ooh, Gandalf's on the field. Is Witch King here? Where's Witch King? He could have mopped up this group as well if he had been able to come down there. Interesting. What a weird game. Rushed March Wardens fell flat. Mountain Orcs start was stalled. We have Mary and Elfhelm and Erkenbrand. So all infantry units for Rohan here. Goblin King going in way too deep, I think. He's got no support, really. Needs to hightail it out of there. We do have the Wolf Riders, which do a good amount of crush damage. Oh, wow, yeah, there's no pikes at all. Yikes. Rohan is in trouble. But now Rohan has seen this, so hence you see the barracks being upgraded to level 2. Try and get the Kingsguard out in the field before it's too late. It might already be too late, but we'll see. Yeah, I would pull these guys way back and just hide them as long as you can until the Kingsguard show up. Once you've seen this, I mean, you see like what, 3, 4? Engulfing Bowl is in there somewhere too. Yikes! There he is. God, he looks so good. Very fun hero. Him and Charku are both very fun to use. Now you need to pull back. Kind of weird place for Frozen Waste too, but anyway. Mordor now has their siege going. No Grand yet. Gondor more or less hanging in there. Guthwina holding his own against Patch here. Level 5 Nazgul. The Screech won't do anything with Gandalf on the field. Ooh, juicy Wizard Blast. Glad we caught that. Hearts Rekindle does come into play, but he's low. Ooh, the Easterlings could have mowed him down, I suppose. Gandalf does retreat. Now would be the time for the Screech. That doesn't give fear and terror resist. Yeah, I think the wolves did a number on these guys. But anyhow, let's see if Gandalf dies. Da-dun, da-dun. Rest in peace, your archers, and see... What the hell? They did not do very much there. Huh. That was not a very good value for the tier 3. I think they got a couple of these guys. The Easterling archers, but not very many of them. And we do see the Woodland Realm hiding behind their largest bow in the Greenwood. Also, no one's picked up that gold. What? Meanwhile, the Misty is effectively distracting Rohan up here. It's a 2-on-1 situation, and Mordor can't help with Guthwina's pressure up here. They've also got this level 2 siege works to defend. But yeah, now they have to come and try to help, or else it's a 3-on-1, which they're definitely cooked for that. The stun from Rohan. Watcher, though, on Mordor's army. Pretty good value for that. Everything in the spellbook's coming in. That's not a good place for that. Provides healing and an armor and damage buff, but you put it on top of the enemy army. Does not do knockback. Yeah. That was a waste of that. But the Watcher got good value, it looked like. And the stun was not misplaced. But yeah, now Gondor is just coming right in with Gandalf. And he can pop Rekindled Hearts in a few seconds, so... that's not going to be good. Ooh! Ooh! Ouch! Dang. There goes the back line. You don't want to turn around and just wreck Thranduil's day? Yeah, that's GG. Alright, well... hopefully we'll see Gandalf Wizard Blast. Come on, another one! Charge attack micro. Well done, Guthwina. They look glorious with that, the Forge Blades plus the charge attack. It's good stuff. Kind of a shame that Gondor wasn't on this, but... Oh. How do you like that unresistible damage there? Not a lot, apparently. Yeah, Rekindled Hearts is kind of a waste there, but I think Gandalf's going down anyway, so... Yep.
I must leave you now.
Yep. Can we get Thranduil too? Let's see. The Eye of Sauron against the world. That's funny. And Bolg is on the field somewhere. God knows where in all this chaos. There he is. And we do have the summon from Gothmog over here. And summon from Great Goblin. Frozen Waste coming in. I mean, this is just for the fun now. I mean, we know how it's going to end, but I wouldn't bring Siege. You're doing a 3-on-1. Just do it the old-fashioned way. I mean, you're going to win. You may as well let it be drawn out in a fight if he wants it to be a fight. Oh well. And Gulfenbull died, I'm pretty sure. That was what we heard just now. For some reason, I had it on Lothlorien cam for a while. Ruins of Angmar coming in. Well, that was kind of fun. Interesting Rohan play with no cavalry, basically, except the horsemen. Interesting attempt by Lorien to rush Wardens, March Wardens, and then Greenwood counter went pretty hard against them. It can be dangerous to sink that much money into them without the upgrades. But Gondor also, held their own with the cavalry for the Eco-Harass, the Minas Tirith units, Boromir, Gandalf, usual hero squad.
Looks like I'll see them.
Misty had some interesting stuff going on too with their Snow Orc start. The Snow Trolls did not pay off very well. Where's Boromir? Is he dying? Oh, there's Shelob. Ah, there we go. Galleon did not die. Boromir is still in there with the leadership, it looks like. Where is he? Oh! Moloch against the world now. Sauron couldn't do it, and Moloch couldn't do it either. Well, that was fun. Thanks for watching, everyone, and see you all next time.